So one of the last few problems that I attempted was integer to Roman, so now I'm going to give Roman to integer an attempt. So just to start, I already set up the maps from a Roman numerals letter to the integer that it represents. My strategy is going to be to just start with easy cases that don't involve 4, 9, 40, 90, 400, or 900. So I think an easy way to do this is to, if I'm changing it to an integer, I'll start with a number equal to 0, do for I in range len s. I'm going to loop over the string, and because here we're just pretending that there's no 4s or 9s or any weird cases, to start, I'll just do if s of I is in D, which is just looking at the keys in the map, which there shouldn't be any invalid, but we'll just do the if in case. So if it's in D, we do num plus equals for that number. And this should work, I hope. Alright, cool. Awesome. So now I've got to look at cases with 4, 9, 40, and 90. So I think a good way to do this would be to just have a few if statements. So I'm not sure if there would be a better way to do this, but just if si equals I and si plus 1 equals, maybe it would be better to do if si equals v and si minus 1 equals I, and I does not equal 0. Just add this in so that if we're at the start of the list and we get a v, it doesn't try and access outside of the array. We can do, well, if si is v and si is minus 1, we can just do num plus equals 3, and then this shouldn't be I think that should be fine, because it'll go down. No, this should be here, and this should be an elif. And then I think okay, that looks like it's working. Then I think I can just go elif x num plus equals 8, I think. so we just go one less than what it's meant to be. So this will be 1 less than 40. No, it might actually be 10 less now. Alright, so I think once we get into the higher number, it should be 10 less, just like it was with 1 less before. So we go to L x equals 40, but we would have already had the x, so it should be 10 less. So yeah, 30. Then we have C x, which equals 90, so we actually want 80. 3, 8, 30, 80. Nice. D C will be 300, and M C will be 800. Oh, let me get rid of IS. Awesome. I might poke around at some of the better answers just because this one isn't very great from a time complexity standpoint, and it would be good to come back and eventually figure out why. So just going through here, okay, so they've also used the dictionary for I range of if I is less so if I is less than I plus 1, result equals this. Oh, I think I get it. I think I see what they're doing here, which is much nicer. So they've got, like, if it's MIX, which I think should be 1009, they check if this number is less than this one, which it isn't, so we get 1000. Then we go to this one, which is less than this one by, well, this is 1, so we do -1, which equals 999, and then we move to this one, which is 10, which is at the end, so we do plus 10, bringing us to 1009, which is a much nicer answer, but also I wouldn't have been able to think of that as my first attempt yet, I guess. Yeah, that answer is much better, but this one also works, so yeah.